welcome back to Challengers Korea, the match that we have all been waiting for. Turn my mic up just a little bit. The match we've all been waiting for. Awesome Spear, second place. But they have a lot of matches won in a row versus Jin Air first place, but they've been looking a little bit shaky as of recent. But at the same time, Awesome Spear did not look good at all in their match against Griffin. But still, Awesome Spear have not lost since week 2. They're at 9 match wins in a row. But they're still 2 games behind Jin Air. We'll see who's going to take the game. First off, we're going to take a look over at Awesome Spear. And already we have referees at Prince's computer, which is not a good sign. But nonetheless, let's take a look at who they're going to be running in their roster today. I think it's going to be the same lineup they've been running all of this time. And sure enough, it is. Chasey top lane, Crush in the jungle. Septed will be in the mid lane over Crow. Prince will be at the AD carrier position, and at support will be Zeus. Have they made a change to their roster? I don't know. Oh yeah, Storm. That's right. Storm moved to trainee. That's right. I forgot about that. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is the roster that Awesome Spear are going to be going with. Meanwhile, on the side of Jin Air, a win for Jin Air today means that they secure the first seed in the gauntlet-style playoffs and will qualify for the finals automatically. But they have a tough opponent on the other side. Awesome Spear have not dropped a match since week 2. But fun fact, one of the only teams that Awesome Spear have dropped a match to is Jin Air Green Wings. Their very first match lost to Jin Air 2-1. As we see, Jin Air will be running Tana, Umti, Yaharong, Light, and Sinon. Umti in the jungle, Light at the AD carry position. Rumor will be on the bench, and C's will be on the bench for jungle. Oh, we're almost to 4,000 followers. I just realized that. Hopefully I hit 4,000 before the split ends. We take a look at some of the points here. Can't translate any of them, but I can tell you that both these teams have been playing in pretty shaky form recently. Awesome Spear had a very sloppy match against Griffin. Meanwhile, Jin Air not too long ago did lose to High Fresh Blade. Last time these two teams faced off against each other, it was a 2-1 in favor of Jin Air. They took the victory in week 1. However, that long ago, Awesome Spear were a completely different team than they are now, so that match pretty much is non-existent. Doesn't even matter if I'm being quite honest. The key matchup will be Prince versus Light. Light is undefeated on that affiliate, as we see 12-0. Only has 2 MVP points though. Meanwhile, on the other side, Prince has 5 MVP points and is very clearly a top 2 ADC in the in the league. First in KDA, first in damage per minute, second in kill participation, first in CS per minute, and first in gold per minute. Meanwhile, Light is fourth in KDA, second in damage per minute, third in kill participation, fifth in CS per minute, and third in gold per minute. Not looking too hot as far as stats go, but the stat that does look hot, like I said, 12-0 on that Aphelios. When it comes to damage per minute, they are only separated by 6 damage per minute. Everywhere else, it's pretty clearly in favor of Prince. But we'll see. Will Jin Air be able to secure first place with a win today, or will we see Awesome Spear start their journey to secure first place for themselves? First ban will be Twisted Fate, and then at least on the other side will be Karma. Second ban coming in soon for Jin Air. It's going to be the set. Awesome Spear. Last ban will be coming soon. Just to let you guys know, we are on 1016, but Yone is global banned. It's going to be the Lilia ban coming out from Awesome Spear. Don't want to give Jin Air an opportunity to play that. Do you know what Crown and Eon, the second mid laner difference playstyle is? Eon seems to be more of a bot-focused mid laner, to where Crown is a mid-focused mid laner. Eon is a team-oriented, Crown is like a solo carry-oriented. Tries to make plays around himself, to where Eon tries to make plays around his team. Awesome Spear gonna pick the Ashe here, and there's the Aphelios for Light. Gonna be testing his undefeated streak on that Aphelios against Awesome Spear. Already a nice and spicy draft for Jin Air. Umti gonna be picking the Graves. That's another signature pick. Oh, actually, it's changed to the Renekton. Oh, not another Red 2 Renekton. I've had enough Red 2 Renektons today, man. Come on. One was enough. One was enough, guys. Come on. Stop blind picking Renekton. If they don't punish it with a Quinn here, I'm going to be very salty. They're going to pick the Pantheon. Or they're hovering the Pantheon at least. We'll see if it's actually picked. And it is going to be locked in here. Red 2 Renekton though. God damn. Yeah, god damn. If I see more Red 2 Renektons this patch, I'm gonna fucking mauled. I'm gonna maul it so hard. If we get to playoffs and like every Red 2 is Renekton, or every Red 1, Red 2 is Renekton. So that is going to be the Mordekaiser counter pick coming in from JC. Yalharong hovering the Alistar for his team. Alistar Aphelios would be interesting considering Thresh is open. Thresh Aphelios is usually the most popular pairing. We see the Braum being hovered, I think is the best Aphelios pairing. As we see set on 4 is 4 and 2 on the Braum. But yeah, I think it's the best Ezreal pairing. Also, by picking the Braum, they deny Ashe Braum, but I'm pretty sure that's going to end up being a Pantheon Ashe for the sake of poke. We'll see though. I think I would prefer the Renekton. I think Renekton is a better counter pick than a blind pick. I think if you can get a good matchup for Renekton, you should definitely pick it. I just think that there's too many counter picks to the Renekton. What does mauled mean? It means basically being angry. Salty. Mauled is the same as salt, basically. The last bans will come in here. It'll be the Syndra Graves for Awesome Spear, and for Jin Air, it will be Trundle Bard That is a... Oh, please don't do this. Okay, red 4 Olaf isn't bad, but the fact that Austin Spear haven't picked their... oh, wait, actually, the Trundle is banned. And so is the Graves. Not a whole lot of options left. So Olaf pick here isn't bad, actually. The Olaf pick here isn't that bad. Not a bad Olaf pick. The Graves is banned. The Trundle is banned. Not a whole lot of counter picks available for the Olaf. Oh yeah, not a lot of people know that. So let me when it, if I say red, if people say R5 or B1 or like R2, R3 or R5 or like B4 or B5, something like that, it means R is red, B is blue, and then 1 through 5 is the pick. So like first pick, second pick, third pick. Usually the only ones that matter is blue 1, red 1, red 2, and then red 5. Those are really the only like picks that people will frequently talk about. It's like red 5, red 1, red 2, and blue 1. Blue 4, blue 5 is sometimes talked about because it's like closing out the draft. But I'm liking this team fight comp from Jin Air. Not sure. I think Austin Spear are also going for like a poke comp, or I guess that's a pretty good siege comp. I will say that. That's a nice siege comp. Yeah, playmaking potential from the Mordekaiser and the Lee Sin, and good siege from the Ashe Pantheon Orianna. Also a good pick comp, a very good pick comp. But we'll see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first game of a very important match for both these teams. Whoever wins this match is very, very likely to get the first seed in the gauntlet. Will automatically place in the Challengers Korea Finals. We'll see who it is between Austin Spear and Jin Air. I think these two, and honestly, this is a finals preview. I think these two teams are guaranteed to play each other in the finals. This is a finals preview between these two teams. We'll see who's able to win this one. And gonna be starting this one off with a 5-point start. Does CK League operate in promotion fashion? Usually yes, but as of now, no. But yeah, this is the last match of the day, to answer somebody else's question. Last match of the day. A lot of people talking about the scaling. I think the scaling is pretty even between these two teams. Like, position by position, it obviously varies, but across the board, I think the scaling is pretty even. Like, I think the Azir Aphelios makes up for the fact that Olaf and Renekton are going to scale very well. And Austin Spear have pretty healthy scaling in general. All of them scale pretty healthy. And it's not the best scaling. Like, for Prince, it's really good scaling, and for Scepted, it's really good scaling, but overall, it's pretty healthy scaling. Like, Pantheon scales pretty healthily. Mordekaiser scales pretty healthily. Lee Sin doesn't scale very well, but I think with this team, he'll be fine. He has a lot of opportunities to follow up on big playmaking. I think that's what will prevent Lee from falling off too hard. Is like, if Zeus gets a ult stun, or if Scepted gets a nice shockwave, or if Prince gets a nice crystal arrow, like Crush can insect the carry, and get a fat dub there. Your voice is a little low. If I turn it up any louder, you're gonna hear my fan really loud. But I'll turn my voice up. I'll turn it up a little bit. You're gonna you can hear my fan so loud. Oh my goodness. Is there a way for me to block this out? What if I do this? No, it doesn't help at all. You're just gonna have to deal with my fan. Just gonna be clearing out these jungle camps, and for those of you that don't know, Olaf likes being low health when he clears his jungle camps. He clears them faster that way. Turn off fan and take the heat as a man? Hell no. Because if I turn off the fan, my computer will get really hot, and because my garage is hot as all fuck, and my laptop's cooling system isn't the greatest. Are you casting this while working at a pizza store like FNAF? No, I'm casting this from my hot as fuck garage, and I have to have a fan. More in-game volume? We can do that. Why not? Oh shit, that's loud. There we go. I feel like it's a little bit too loud. It's very loud. It's loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but it's very loud for me. My headphones are very loud. That's why it's so quiet. One day I hope I will be able to cast with you. And that'll probably no offense to you. That'll probably never happen. I only cast with people that I like know, or like someone that I know will vouch for. Like that's why the only reason why I casted with Slothy was because Quest vouched for him and said he wanted to do it and was big into it. Like literally the only people I would cast with would be Quest, Slothy, or J-Core. The odd one, him as well, but I don't think he'd ever want to cast Challengers Korea. I think he just likes watching it every once in a while. And that's about it. I don't think I'd cast with anybody else. But, oh, I wonder what happens if I do that. What if I invite you to our tournament? I mean, hey, listen. My DMs on Twitter are open. If you can get a Thai league to hire me, hey, I'm down. I'm down for any casting in general. Thailand sounds interesting to live in. That sounds kind of scary though. I am like completely unfamiliar with Thailand. I've been once, and it scared the shit out of me when I went. It's pretty chill. Yeah, I went like I was in Thailand for like 2 hours. I had a layover at the airport, and I decided to walk around, and I got harassed by a lady boy, and I went back to the airport and I stayed there. That was my Thailand experience. I had a layover in Thailand. I got harassed by a lady boy. I went back to the airport. Oh, Septon, nice flash to avoid the Yaharong ear wall. Jin Air might be in trouble here. Yaharong very low, has to flash away. Has to flash away as well. Senon, can he get away? Has to walk away a little slow, able to avoid the Septon Q, and is going to be able to get away with his life. Oh, that was almost a disaster for Jin Air. Whew. Whew, that was close. I made my heart skip a beat or two. Listen, I might be a little bit biased in favor of Jin Air, okay? I might be a Jin Air fan. So watching them lose, ooh, that would have made me nervous. But at the same time, I also love Prince and Zeus, and I love Septon. So I love 3 of the 5 members of Awesome Spear. What happened in Thailand, stay in Thailand? Okay, that's fair. My bad. Oh shit, I didn't even do that. I was looking at your Twitch page, the person that's talking, bass. Oh shit, there we go. Oh, you don't actually stream, never mind. I thought you streamed as well. I was gonna look at your Twitch page. Yeah, that's every Wintercepted. I don't stream on Twitch. Ah. Oh, on Facebook. Add me on Tinder? Hell no. I don't install Tinder. I haven't used Tinder in forever. Like, literally since COVID started, Tinder gone. Oh, I stopped using Tinder a long time ago. I switched to Bumble. And then I haven't gone on Bumble. Oh shit, I just realized I should go on Bumble and see what's up. I'll do that in between this game and next game. I haven't been on Bumble and ever since COVID started, because there's no reason for it. Oh, Yaharong, he lands the wall this time. Septic didn't realize that his ball was near the blue buff. First blood going over to Umti. Jin Air finally able to find that kill. Look at that, a 1k gold lead along with it. Jin Air off to a fantastic start. We never know which one is woman or woman. Oh, that's what I was talking about, man. The Thai lady voice, man. You never know. But that's going to be that's the thing though. I'm really good at like detect, like I have a really good, like, I feel like I have a microchip in my brain that allows me to detect what gender people are. Like, I can tell right off the bat. And Septed, as we saw, thought that his ball was on him and not over the wall, and we call it a radar to detect? Okay. I'm not allowing that question. Nope. Nope.
이렇게 되면 리신도 좀 많이 말리거든요. 네. 그리고 이런 게 결국 시간 낭비가 되는 것같아요. 어떻게 보면 저기서 저렇게 마주하는 게 아니라 어쨌든
Have you ever been to Vietnam? No, I have not. I really want to go though. I really want to go to Vietnam. It looks like a really beautiful country. I would love to go. Vietnam's on my list of places I want to travel to. I want to go to Korea while I'm actually fucking an adult. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Vietnam. For a while I wanted to go to Dubai, but I changed my mind on that because it doesn't look like that interesting of a place, honestly. Like, I looked more into it and I was like, this is not interesting looking. So I changed my mind on that. As opposed to, I went to Korea as a high schooler. You can get some hoes in Dubai. No, you can't.
이건 좀 재밌네요. 근데 심리적으로 순간 오히려 리신을 놓치게 될 수 있고 약간 탑에서 연기하듯이 네 이것도 바텀 쪽에서 또 끌어들이는
Rush
건데
looking to gank bot lane here, trying to get his team back on the board. Oh, the Q misses and the fail flash to follow. Oh, that's not good. Crush burns the ward and the flash in an attempt to get the bot gank and fails them both. Oh man, you hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen. That's really that's really crippling to Lee Sin, really putting Blind Monk to his name. And Herald's going to be popped mid lane, and all 4 members of Jin Air, besides Tana, are going to be in the mid lane to help escort this Herald forward. Charge is going to go forward, and the gold's going to go over to Yaharong. Oh, look at this. Septon might have not wanted to step up there, has to flash away. Big shockwave, though, like it's kicked away by Lee Sin to safety. That's a bit interesting. Light now going to be in the back line. That's, I believe, Yaharong in the Death Realm, but he's able to Shurima shuffle away to safety. Now Chasey has to try to get out, but he can't. Another kill going over to Jin Air. They're up 2-0. Get the plating as well. Got to be able to get away. Septa tries to come back, but wow, Crush is not playing well so far. This is very out of character. He's been having a very good split so far, and now all of a sudden has forgotten how to play the game, it seems. 2 misplays back-to-back have cost really big team fights for Awesome Spear. Taking a look at the replay here, Septid moves up in a very weird decision. Almost gets killed off, does flash away in a big shockwave, but look at this, Crush ults Light to safety. Crystal Arrow is tanked by Yaharog, and all he has to do is auto Chasey to finish the Braum passive, and WEQ away, gets the non-ult Shurima shuffle, and is able to get away to safety. Light surviving that when he shouldn't have.
시청자분들 이야기하시는 것처럼 아펠리오스라서 살았다라고 생각할 만한 상황인 것 같아요. 정말 잘 쓰는 건 맞아요.
Oh man.
괜히 전승이 아니거든요.
This is a great preview of the what might be the CK finals so far. Jin Air, if they can win this match, they punch their tickets directly to the finals, and Austin Sphere will have to face either Runaway or Oz Gaming to make the finals. However, if Austin Spear can mount the comeback and get a match win today, and then go on to beat Runaway, they will punch their ticket into the finals. But they have to win 2 matches in a row for this to happen. Here comes the Crystal Arrow, gonna hit Light. But nothing's gonna happen so far. Here comes the Pantheon ult though. Will they be able to make something happen? 2 ultimates used. Light's still alive. He might even find the kill on the Crush. He does! He goes down to result, but oh my goodness, what a play from Light, playing this Ophelio so well so far. 2-1, 105 CS. He's down in CS since he is facing that poke lane of the Ashe Pantheon, but oh, look at this in the top lane. Oopty has arrived, pops the Ragnarok, Chasey flashes away, doesn't have the ultimate yet, he goes down, but look at that, Oopty goes down in exchange. But as a result, Tana's going to get some free farm and possibly even the first turret. Chasey has no teleport, and Tana's to be able to push that for a while. No response from Scepter to Crush so far towards the top lane. Crush is starting to walk that direction, but I think he might just go to his wolves. I don't think if Tana goes to kill that top lane, I think it's just dead. We'll see. We're going to cut the replay first. The Ashe arrow is going to hit. Senon does a really good job standing in the way to prevent Crush from hitting him. But Light, look at this. Good play from...
그리고 이제 여기 다이브 같은 경우도 모델가 뭐 궁이 있고 없고와 별개로 애초에 둘이서
yeah, and then look at this top lane dive. Really good job.
모델가 아이템이 단단하고 네, 제시 잘했습니다. 전멸까지 활용하면서 최대한 시간을 끌면서
Anivi asked a good question. If you're a first division pro and decide to retire in second division, do you think that's a good idea? I never think a player should undersell themselves. I think Pilot is really underselling himself by playing with Oz Gaming. I really do think he is. I think Pilot is a fantastic AD carry and could easily play in a tier 1 league. I think if you're a player like Pilot, you shouldn't, but if you're a player like, say, Crown, I think this is a pretty good way to get a paycheck before retiring. People are speaking Thai in chat. And I don't know what anyone is saying. This is making me nervous. What if we're breaking TOS? No, you can keep... I've pretty much given up on trying to enforce the language rule. I just would really prefer people... Just don't break TOS in another language. That's all I ask. Please don't do that. Like, I don't think Crown is a terrible player, but I don't think he's good enough to play. Oh, I'm going to pause that. Septid getting ganked by Tana, but Tana plays it so well, gets the stun off before he's hit by the shockwave. The tower is going to go down in the mid lane. 2 turrets to 1. Look at this. Crush in the jungle. Looked like he wanted to fight Umti, but backs off. Instead, just takes a jungle camp and walks away. We were talking about how to find pretty Thai woman for you. No thanks. I'm good on Thai woman. I'm all good. Now, Jin Air gonna look to get this Herald. If they can get this Herald, then they can use it to set up for this Cloud take. This is the Cloud Soul. Austin Spear have an Ocean, but Jin Air have the Infernal, so slightly favored for Jin Air as far as the early Dragons go. Well, pretty significantly favored, actually. But as far as the Clouds go, I think Cloud benefits both teams here, so this is going to be a highly contested Dragon. I think Cloud is really big for both these teams. But it is about to come up, and still has the Herald in his pocket. Might want to look to probably pop at mid lane to try to get Awesome Spear to choose between Dragon or mid, but they're not going to have that opportunity. They're going to have to go directly to the Dragon. It has spawned. Jin Air moving up. Chasey's very low. Crystal Arrow is going to hit Yaharong, but the ult's going to send Crush back. Zeus has jumped forward, but Yaharong shuffles to safety. Big shockwave sends Light and Senon back into Awesome Spear, and they're going to move on to the Cloud Dragon. Tana is still around. He might look to try to steal this, but I think he's going to have to recall. He's spotted out by a ward, and that's going to be the first Cloud Dragon going over to Awesome Spear. Oh, man.
ASP 판테온이 있기 때문에 그쪽에서 일어나는 메이킹을 지네어도 좀 더 생각을 해야 되거든요. 맞습니다. 되게 잘 살리고 있고 방금도 티스 선수가 앞쪽에서 어그로 잘 끌어줬고요. 다시 보겠습니다.
Let's take a look at the replay of that fight. Yaharong hit by the Ash Arrow. And that fight was back and forth for a long time. Good ult there by Light. But the shockwave just completely turned the fight in favor of Awesome Spear. And they're able to get this Cloud Dragon. And Jin Air do get to 5 kills first, but Awesome Spear are now right behind them. But despite being up only 1 kill, up about almost 3k gold, or no, 2.5k gold, which is a really nice gold lead considering they're only a kill ahead. Have a tower, they're tower up and a kill up, but they're still up 1.5k, which is a really nice lead.
여전히 이 정도 흐름이라면 지네어가 아직도 훨씬 더 여유가 있다라고 생각을 할 수 있는데 제일 포인트로 생각할 만한 부분 어쨌든 어썸 스피어가 ASP 판테온 가지고 계속해서 득점을 하고 있거든요. 앞으로도 그럴 가능성이 높다라는 걸 저희가 좀 고려를 해야 될 것 같습니다.
And
계속해서 뭔가를 노리고 있는 프린스예요.
Awesome Spear going to be working on trying to set up a mid siege here. We do have the Baron coming up in 24 seconds, but I don't think it can be rushed by anybody just because of how close this match is. I think it would be way too risky to try to cheese an early dragon. That is a really long Crystal Arrow. Is he going to survive that? He is. So 2 global ultimates dedicated to that. What were you talking about? Crown isn't too good to play in anything. He's not good enough to play in LCK. But at the same time, it seems so basically he's not good enough to play in tier 1 leagues. So he has to play in tier 2 leagues, is what I was saying. But he's pretty good in tier 2 leagues. Gonna have a short queue there to try to spot some money, but is gonna take the Herald recall and go back. Good enough for PCS? I don't think Crown is good enough to play in a non-Korean league, is the thing. Unless he's in a roster with other Korean players, I don't think Crown is going to be a good pick. I think Crown will probably end up retiring after the. I think Crown will probably end up retiring after this split. I don't think. I mean, maybe another region team will try to pick him up, but like, if you're one of the worst mid laners in LCS, that's not a good look. What is the most important league in the world? I'd probably say the LPL. Most money to be made. Best region. I think second most important is probably LCK. Third most is probably EU. Oh, look at this. I'm going to pause what I'm saying about that because here comes Awesome Spear. Prince gonna just be clearing out minions mid lane, and Yaharong working on that bot lane. Probably just gonna be a farm fest in between these dragons, and that's no surprise. Both these teams want to scale. Senon throws forward the Q, or gets hit by the Q by Crush. Umti throws forward the Q to try to hit Crush, but doesn't hit him. 28 seconds until the next Dragon spawn. Jin Air have priority on positioning this time, though. Yaharong trying to scare off Septed, which he needs to be careful. Crush is walking up. Umti, I think, could be caught out here. Umti's in a really bad spot. I'm really surprised that Austin Spear aren't punishing him for this. Now they can't because Jin Air have responded to that. Now the Cloud Dragon spawning, they're going to be able to rotate onto that, but Umti looks like first he wants to try to find a pick. Dragon has spawned. W forward by Senon. Q's going to miss. Jin Air probably need to consider starting this Cloud Dragon up. Teleport coming in from Tana. They're going to now turn onto this Cloud Dragon. It's about 1 bar down. Let's see if they can burst this down before Crush can get in. Nice ultimate there from Light's going to give him some of the chakra. Big shockwave. It's going to be secured by Umti, though. Let's see what Light can do in this team fight. He's doing a lot of damage so far. Tana not in a good-looking spot. Gets picked off. Crush is in the back, though he might find Light here. Gets the Sonic Wave. Resonating Strike has not followed yet. Light has gone in. 1v4. Has to flash and cleanse the safety. Yaharong gets 1 kill so far. Oh, look at that. 2 kills. 3 kills for Yaharong. What a play by the Jin Air mid laner. They're able to win the fight. Going 3 for 3, but getting the Cloud Dragon for it. Oh, Yaharong, what a fantastic play. And now Jin Air just looking to take down this Baron now. As the Baron's very close to going down here. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Jin Air. They're able to get the Baron. Senon is very low. There's a big Azir ultimate from Yaharong. Oh, Chasey trying to get away. He's going to be able to get away. There's the return kill. Oh, this might actually be a bad look for Jin Air. Senon needs to get out of there. Jin Air members need to start running. Chasey gets 1 kill. Crush gets nared down to prevent the Resonating Strike. Jin Air's trying to find an exit. And they're doing pretty good so far. Light probably might get picked off if Crush can find a nice WQ, but he's not going to be able to do that. Jin Air is going to be able to get out with 2 members, 2 for 2, but Jin Air get the Baron. But look at this. Awesome Spear are now looking mid lane. They want to take this tier 1. Tana trying to defend it, but he might have to back off. This is a 3v1. I don't think he can do this. He does have the ultimate, so it might encourage him to try to do it, but I just don't think he can. Septed almost has his ultimate back up. It'd be a suicide mission if he tried to contest that turret. He hands it over. But oh my goodness, what a series of events. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh my. Prince with a nice arrow and then Septed with a big ultimate, but the Dragon secured, and it looked like Awesome Spear might have found the fight that would have led them to Baron. But Light poking them on the way out. Trying to get them set up for Yaharong. Gets a lot of damage down. Yaharong on the side pokes him down some more. Was a Pega ultimate, but completely makes up for it with this fantastic play. Gets 1 kill, flashes over to Crush, 2 kills, goes back over to Septed for 3. The triple kill for Yaharong sets up the Baron take. And we're gonna now take a look at how this is gonna continue. Deus is not from EU. Deus is from NA. Yeah, Deus is from Canada. He is NA talent. Here's the Crystal Arrow. Going to go right down the middle of Yaharong and Light. Field goal is good. Jin Air now trying to siege this top lane tier 2 while Tana's working on the mid lane. Jin Air going to try to rotate mid lane to catch Chasey here, though I think he should be fine. Zoo's going to walk forward. Yaharong, I mean not Yaharong, sorry. Umti has to pop the Ragnarok in order to be safe. We're now going to see some more farming. Like I said, it's mostly just going to be AFK farming in between objectives. Though you would hope that Jin Air would be a little bit more proactive with this Baron. It's only up for 20 seconds though. They got some pushing done, but not much beyond that. Tower score still 2-2.
말씀해주신 대로 어느새 이제 뭐 힘겨운 장면도 있긴 했습니다만 한타에서 활약하면서 킬 포인트를 많이 기록했어요.
네. 아펠리오스와 아지르가 엄청 세긴 해도 만약에 모데카이저가 붙어서 공 쓰면서 시작할 수 있다라면
Now the Baron is done for, and
콤보만 잘 들어가는.
Jin Air only have about a more or less 3k gold lead to speak for it. A little bit short of that actually. It's more of a 2.5k gold lead.
서로 교전을 좀 길게 하다 보니까
30초입니다.
네, 템포가 빠릅니다.
2대2 드래곤.
이럴 땐 언제나 이제
Cloud Dragon up in 30
전반전에
seconds, and Jin Air looks like they have priority position on the setup. They're going to start putting down vision. Zeus has walked up and asked to back off. Awesome Spear now. Need to be careful with these fights.
먼저 잡고 있고요.
The Azir is fed, has the Leandry's Ash Arrow again missing from Prince.
긴장하고 있는 게 느껴졌죠.
Prince is usually on point with these crystal arrows, but
마법의 수영 화살이라는 변수 하나를
Zeus might find some familiarity in this because Zeus's former ADC Wind, he's cosplaying Wind with these Ash Arrows. We'll see if he can start shaping up. The dragon is going to be started by Jin Air. Is he going to win the 50-50? Not going to be needed. Crush not going to go in, and that's going to be secured by Jin Air. They're now at Cloud Soul Point.
지금 오히려 어선스피어는 이렇게 조여놨다가 약간 느슨하게 푼 다음에 돌아온 애쉬의 공과 판테온을 어디라나
And-
잘라야 되지 않을까 그런 생각이 듭니다. 애쉬공 벌써 이제 9시에요.
That is a Renduin's Omen for trying to prevent Prince from doing too much damage to him.
지금까지는 많은 분들이 저희도 그렇지만 기대했던 대로 역시나
He does have that Negatron cloak,
경기력이 좀 나오고 있고
so that makes me think that a Gargoyles might come next. You never know, though.
내줄 걸 내주더라도 거기서 본인들이 가져올 만한 것들을 분명히
I'm not familiar with Olaf building this Olaf build path. I don't think I've ever seen it before. The tank Olaf.
가 양팀이 되고 있습니다.
네.
이거 활 당기나요? 프린스?
No, Chasey flashes forward onto Yaharong. Oh, Yaharong's not in a good spot. Is forced to fight Chasey here in the Death Realm. Though he's beating him, he might kill him. Chasey comes out, pops the W here. Zeus from behind might be able to find the kill onto Yaharong. Nice flash from Yaharong to avoid the Crystal Arrow. Pops the the passive, but it's not gonna save him. He's gonna go down regardless. Though a lot was burned for that, but it's not gonna matter. They're not gonna be punished for burning all that, as
잘하네요.
네.
사실 모데카이저가 미리
the next fight isn't for another 3 minutes 25 seconds probably, but
심지어 이런 대회 경기에서도 라인전에선 그게 자주 나와도 스플릿 단계에서 그런 거 선수들 잘 시도 못 하거든요. 그리고 야롱이 대처를 못한 게 아니에요.
take a look at the replay here.
여기서 스피어
Yaharong a little slow in the reaction there to try to get away from Chasey.
피해주면서
Could have killed Chasey in the Death Realm there, almost did, but then Zeus came in from behind. Look at this flash to avoid the Crystal Arrow. Fantastic play by Yaharong, but unfortunately just couldn't get away. And
그런데 그 이상으로 어떤 스피어가 집요하게 물어줬습니다.
실제로 투스가 그 낙하하는 위치나 플레이 메이킹이 참 좋은 것 같아요.
맞습니다.
그러니까 바텀 쪽에서 선수들이 계속 그런 쪽 역할을 담당하고 있으니까 쳐서 텔 빼나요 아지르?
자, 칩니다.
이거 끝까지 먹는 개념보단 아지르 텔
Here
일단 빼고
comes-
싶다는 것 같은데
걸어와요.
오늘 뭐였어요? 아 올해는
어, 이제 와요. 시간이 좀
a
걸릴 것
TP.
같다.
버스트를
Here's the ultimate from Yaharong.
좀 위험하죠.
이렇게 순간이동 뺐다.
그리고 강신도 빠졌어요 레네트.
네.
I think it's very- I think you're very I'm not gonna listen. All I'm gonna say is on the matchmaking topic, I think you're very uninformed if you think that either the EU scene nowadays, I should say, the current EU, the LEC scene, or the Korean scene has match fixing in it. I think like the pride is way too high for both of those regions. And Korea match fixing never happens because of the very strict laws and regulations that have been put in place for it. It's almost unheard of for Koreans to match fix. But I'm gonna pause that. Crush has to ward hop away. As far as other regions, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't think LCS has match fixing either. I think teams are too prideful for it in North America. But you never know. That is a very sneaky Baron from Jin Air. They're going to be able to sneak this away completely. Crush is trying to get there. He might find the steal. He doesn't. Yaharong's going to secure it. Oh, this is very close, this fight. Chasey is going to be able to kill Umti, but not before Umti kills Crush. Chasey is now very low. Septed trying to find an A. Oh, actually, Septed already used the ultimate. Shockwave was already used, and so it's going to be 1 for 1. Jungler for jungler, but Jin Air once again getting the Baron.
아펠리오스 수호천사도 떴고 현상금도 붙어 있고요. 그리고 리시는 초시계를 썼고. 와 방금 이거는 사실 좀 뺏겼어도 안 이상한 구도긴 했거든요.
Take a look at the replay here. Oh, that was such a good sneaky take from Jin Air. The teleport came in. How did Crush not get this? Let's take a look at the smites. Oh, so Crush smited early and Umti didn't smite at all. And everyone else just got out A-OK.
그래서 조금씩 차이는 벌어졌습니다.
심지어 이번에 진에어가 욕먹게 되면 영혼이니까
어썸 스피어도 일단 먼저 자리를 잡고
진에어는 드래곤 주는 게 낫.
그냥 미드 갑니다. 우리 바론인데.
야로
And here comes the Cloud Dragon, and it looks like Jin Air aren't even interested in contesting it.
웨이브가 좀 멀어요. 웨이브가 멀어요.
So they just give it over, and now we're at double Cloud Soul point.
이제 칩니다.
So this game will be extended a little bit longer, it seems, but look at this, Jin Air with a very nice 4-1, 4 mid, 1 top. They're able to take 2 tier 2 turrets. We're going to be looking for a tier 3. Oh, Zeus has to walk out of the brush, lands a Q on the Sinon to pop his Guardian. Yahrong still pushing the top side, while the rest of the members of Jin Air are pushing the bot side. Umti might have been caught here, but it looks like he will get away. Yahrong just staying far back in an attempt to keep bear minions alive. And Jin Air, he's trying to wait out this minion wave in the mid lane. Good use of the Sand Soldiers for vision by Yahrong. Trying to get some vision down, and a very clever siege from Jin Air is going on, but an even more clever defense is going on from Awesome Spear. As oh, look at this.
골드 차이가 어쨌든 계속 벌어지고 있거든요.
It's going to be the Azir turret falling down, so Azir no longer has that insurance. Needs to be a little bit more careful, and I think Zeus might have realized this, and he's going topside, but they are calling it out. They have good vision control over there. Able to spot out whenever people are going over. But look at this. Ash Arrow is going to come through, but Yahrong sidesteps it and is going to survive for now, so that's no Crystal Arrow for quite some time.
계속해서 그 틈을 노려보려는 어썸 스피어. 킬 포인트는 11대 11. 드래곤도 갔고요. 하지만 글로벌 골드에서는 진이어가 앞서 나가고 있는 가운데 이제 누구라도
Yeah, no, I have a fan running. No, it's not your fan running. It's my fan running. Sorry. But Prince is really trying to cosplay win this game, it seems. Reminds me of this time earlier today. I was playing ARAM, and you know, I'm playing Karthus, suiciding for Dark Harvest stacks and kills, and all of a sudden, while I'm about to go in, an Ash Arrow hits me out of nowhere, and I'm like, wait, there isn't an Ash in this game. And I look at the passive bar, and I'm reading the Ash, thing, and it says Source CLG Wind, and I'm like, ah, so that's where that Ash Arrow went. And then I died.
그 전에 어떤 상황이 나오게 될지.
아, 근데 좀 간 떨려서 진짜 저렇게 가는 배짱 대단하네요.
야하롱에게 허락된 아이템이 첼체미. 황제.
Is he gonna throw forward the spinning axe?
이제 거의 다 왔거든요.
That's the thing. Okay, so think about this, guys. Lore-wise, like if Ezreal shoots his ultimate, or Jinx, or Ashe, and it like if it's Jinx or Ashe and it misses, lore-wise, does it just keep going and going and going, or does it eventually like fade out? Like Ezreal ultimate, I feel like how would it stop going? And, like, does it have an end to it?
돌격이 가능한 상황. 자, 이 1분
Rock, paper, scissors, I believe. Jeez.
어떤 식으로 라인 형성할지도 미리미리 생각해야겠고 바론과 함께 드래곤이 거의 비슷한 시간대에 나오기 때문에
Awesome
여기서
spear going to
궁금해지네요.
어쨌든 시간이 이렇게 지연되는 건 애쉬공 쿨타임을 또 돌릴 수 있고 또 분리할 때 파밍을 할 수 있는 어떤 스피어 입장에서는 괜찮은 흐름인 것 같아요. 저는
후반 가면 갈수록 모든 변수는 더 생기기 마련이니까.
그러니까 조합은 이미 진에어 조합이 또 파괴력 있는 타임이 된 지는 좀 됐지만 어떤 스피어가 기세에서 절대 밀리진 않습니다.
자, 일단 바론 쪽으로
Awesome.
진영을
Oh,
먼저
oh, never mind.
예, 지금 뭐 속도들은 다
Now,
엄청
look at this.
빨라요.
Baron up in 7 seconds. Cloud in 30.
서로 이제
This is going to be a very important fight for both these teams.
거리 안에 가지런히 들어왔어요.
Awesome spear.
마법의 수용화살도 항상 의식해야겠고요.
아무리 봐도
Do they want to trade soul for Baron here? It's 17 seconds left on the... Oh, it's not going to matter. They're not going to have the chance. They're going to have to contest this Baron. It's already about half health. They're melting this so quickly. Ash Arrow's going to hit Umti, and he's going to have to take some more Baron damage. Yaharong's still working on it. 4k health. They're trying to bait the Lee Sin to blind check this, but they have control wards in the pit. They won't need to. Braum ultimate going to be used. It goes in. It's secured by Jin Air. Now Jin Air's on the offensive. Big Aphelios ultimate, but can they continue to clean the rest of this fight? Chase is doing a lot of work. A big ultimate from Yaharong. I can't believe this. Jin Air is going to clean up the rest of this fight, and that's going to be the soul going over to Jin Air as well. They are actually not even... They're going to say, forget the soul. They're going to end the game. Yaharong playing out of his mind. I cannot believe I'm seeing this.
조냐가 왜 필요합니까?
What a flawless game from the MVP of the league. They're going to take the inhibitor, and they're going to move down to the Nexus turret. They're going to take game 1 from Awesome Spear, and they're going to take this to match point. Awesome Spear getting shades of their Griffin match. Going to have to consider what they need to do to win game 2, as Jin Air is going to take game 1. GG, well played.
와, 경기력이 진짜 좋은 의미로 미쳤습니다.
집중력, 야롱의 지금 뭐 토스각이 몇 번 나오는지 모르겠고요.
That was a hell of a match. That was a hell of a game. I hope the next game's just like that. That game was fucking nuts.
선승이에요. 치질 않아요.
Oh my god.
게임 양상을 돌이켜 봤을 때는 그 분명히 어썸 스퀘어가 조금이라도
My heartbeat's bumping a little bit. Yaharong getting praise from a coach, understandably so. That is the most... What is that face from Yaharong? Like, that's such a neutral face considering what he just did. Like, look at him. He looks like he just lost. But he just hard carried Jin Air. He looks like he's, like, just got told that he failed a test. He's, like, sitting there staring off into the distance. And, meanwhile, for Awesome Spear, just another day in CK. That's so true. Meanwhile, for Awesome Spear, they're at match point. They were at match point against Griffin, but besides that, haven't been at match point since week 2. So think about that. Only 2 times they've been at match point since week 2.
그게 어떻게 보면 또 이번 경기 양 팀의 핵심적인 차이였던 것 같습니다.
And one of those times was against Griffin, who they beat. But Griffin is a bottom tier team. Jin Air is a completely different animal. Awesome Spear is gonna have to really pull out a rabbit. Really gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the hat if they want to try to take this game too. A weapon has no emotion, Nemesis.
와, 정말 그래서
That's a pretty good quote.
보는 재미있는 술 높은 경기였던 것 같습니다.
I think has not emotion would be like an old English, but I think it'd still be correct. It would be an old English grammar, not like a new English grammar. I feel like if that feels like something Shakespeare would say. Like if you say not instead of no, it feels like a Shakespeare quote. So taking a look at the replay here.
근데 지네오라 그래서 넉넉하진 않았거든요. 이런
여기서
상황들이.
지면은 뭐 이쪽도 한 방이니까.
Let's take a look
터지면 어떻게 될지 모르는 거고 당연히.
at this replay.
바로는 먹었는데 결국 한타거든요.
Hardly secured there by Umti. The fight was really close right there, but then look at Yaharong. Oh my goodness gracious, what an ultimate. And then plays the rest of the fight so well. Does go down, but did so much for his team there. Double kill for him, triple kill for Light. And we take a look at the post-game damage. Jaharong by a mile doing the most damage. Second most by Chasey. Third most by Light. Fourth by Stepdid. Fifth by Prince. Ladies and gentlemen, Jin Air are one game away from punching their ticket into the Challengers Korea 2020 Summer Finals. If they can win this next game. But meanwhile, Awesome Spear, they want that auto qualification for the finals too. We'll see if they can come back and force this one to game 3. We'll be right back in just a moment to see how this epic match may conclude or may not conclude. We'll find out.